Namaste children. In the previous lesson we have learnt about who did Patrick's homework. In the same way now we are going to do the poem, first poem of our textbook, Honeysuckle textbook. So the first poem is A House, a Home. So here this poem was written by Lauren M. Halley. She was one of the greatest poetess and she was born in the year 1921 and she was expired in 2006, and she was an American poetess. She, in a very simple way, she tried to express the difference between the house and a home. So usually we will say that, where is your house? We will say. But house is only a structural part of with four walls, whereas a home is, it has the people living inside it with great love and care. That is what we know about a house and a home. In what other ways Lauren has explained in the poem, we will see. To open this, now all of you should open your English textbooks, page number 15. Page number 15. Open your English textbook. Yes, here I have written the poem. All of you look at the board or you can look in the textbook. While I am reading, you look into the textbook. That would be more better. When I am explaining, you can look at me. Okay. What is a house? It's brick and stone and wood that's hard. Some window glass and perhaps a yard. It eaves and chimneys and tile floors and stucco and roof and lots of doors. So what she is trying to say? She is trying to say that first she is giving us clear explanation of the house and then she has gone to tell about the home. First she is explaining us about the house. Then in the next stanza she is explaining us what is a home. So let us see what is this house. It's brick and stone and wood that's hard. So what she is saying? She is saying that a house is nothing but it is made up of bricks, stones, concrete, steel, sand, cement. All these materials we will use to construct a house. And also in addition to that, we won't make walls with the cement and sand, but we also for security will make the woods. With the wood we will make the doors, windows we will make. How is the wood? The wood is very hard. The wood is with the hard wood, with a nice quality wood we will make out the doors and windows for our safety. And some window glass and perhaps a yard. She is saying that for the windows we will have the window panes. We'll decorate with the glass and with the grills, with the iron grills we will decorate it for our safety purpose. And perhaps a yard. Yard means it is a measuring unit. It is a measuring unit used for measuring the area. In mathematics you will be learning this about this. It eaves and chimneys and tile floors. And what she is saying, eaves means a part of the roof that hangs over. It eaves and chimneys. So not only the house we are constructing with the four walls, but also we are constructing it to overcome the natural calamities like the sun, overheat, rains. To overcome that, to the home, to the house, the roof will be like this. To this roof, some part of the roof is extended. This extended part is called as the eaves. For the elevation, they will make a slide downwards also, they will extend the roof. Okay, to decorate our house for floral decoration or to put the mango leaves during the festivals near our gates, we will hang. So that is called as eaves, a part of the roof that hangs over. So what she is saying, it's eaves and chimneys. For decoration we are making the eaves, and in the kitchen to come out of the heat produced in the kitchen we are using the chimneys also, and stucco and roof and lots of doors. What is the meaning of stucco? Fine paint used for wall. So what for we are doing? We are constructing the walls, we are using the wood for making our house so strong and safe. And to make it more beautiful, what we are using stucco. Stucco means a type of paint used for painting the walls, for making it more colorful. They will use this stucco. And lots of doors. So for brightness in the home, for brightness in the house, we are making so many doors for brightness of our house. So what is that house means? As a point of Lauren, what she is trying to tell? A house is nothing but it is a structure with 4 walls, with doors, windows, chimneys, with eaves, and also with having nicely decorated with stucco. That is her point of view. The house is. That is about the house. What for we are constructing the house? Who will live in the house? How this house is changing to the home? Why we call some as house and some as home? We'll know by reading the next stanza. Have you all understood the first stanza, Nana? Now we'll go to the next stanza. Here she is explaining us what is a home. So what is a home? It's loving and family and doing for others. It's brothers and sisters and fathers and mothers. It's unselfish acts and kindly sharing and showing your loved ones you are always caring. See how beautifully in a simple manner she has explained what a home is. So what is she saying? She is saying that a house is a house. It is only a structure. It is only like a showpiece. If no people are there, if no family is staying there, it is only a useless structure. So how this house is changing to home? She is saying that it's loving and family. A home is loving and family. Family means in our family, if it is a small family, father, mother, brother, sister will be there. If it is a joint family, your grannies, cousins, uncles, aunts, everyone will be staying there. All these people will be living together in that house to make it a home. And doing for others, just living together is not the thing. It won't give us any essence of love and affection. How it will give? For the and doing for others, just simply staying together, it doesn't matter. It won't give us any happiness. But you have to do for others. Selfless work you have to do for others. In the house, we will help each other. If anyone does not know, we will help. If they are not feeling well, we will help each other. If somebody wants some help in the studies, or if they want for going for purchase, or if they want to go for shopping also, we will help them. In all these matters, we will help each other in the home. It's brothers and sisters and fathers and mothers. So in this home, who are staying? In this home, fathers are staying, mothers are staying, brothers are staying, and sisters are also staying. This affection, this bond between each other makes a happy home. It's unselfish acts and kindly sharing and showing your loved ones you are always caring. So how can you say that you are caring? By helping each other, by helping. It's unselfish. Unselfish means what? Selfless work. Nobody will think of themselves. They will be always caring. They will be always taking care of others. They will be always keen observers of each other in each and every matter existing in the home. That's where the home will become the happiest home. And what she is saying, and kindly sharing. And not only that, sharing means if anyone is having heavy work. Suppose in our previous lesson, who did Patrick's homework? in that one question was there, who will help you to do the homework? So who will help you? Your mother may help you, your brother or your sister. That is what the bond between you, that is what the relation between ourselves, our sisters and brothers. How it is useful for us? It relieves our tension. It relieves our tension, and we will be very free, and we will be very much relaxed by completing the work, taking the help of others. Where it is possible? Only in a home it is possible. Showing your loved ones whom we will help. We can't help the person just who is going on the road. Nowadays it is on the basis of safety. It is not good to go to anyone or take the help or talk to them. As security measures we cannot do that, isn't it? But in our home we can share, we can show our affection by sharing the work. Not only work, everything we can share. That's what a home is. And you are always caring. So not only we should care, they should also in turn care us. Then only the bond will become very strong. This is what the difference between a house, a home, what Lauren has told us. Isn't it, children? Isn't it very simple and interesting? What is a house? House is a structure with walls, chimneys, bricks, cement, wood, hard doors, window panes. All this makes up the house. But what is the home? In this house, when the loved ones are staying together, helping each other, sharing each other, caring each other, that affection will become more stronger and the strongest. That's what the home is. That's what Lauren's point of view. She was feeling that the difference between the house and the home. Understood, ma, all of you? You have to read this poem again and you have to learn the poem. You make the rhythm as you wish. Okay? And what you have to do? You have to recite this poem on your own, and you make a video clipping of that and you should send to me. Okay, children, this is the activity for you. Okay? Now coming to the textual part. Here they have given us some questions. Turn to page number 16, all of you. Working with the poem. After understanding this poem, now you will be doing this work. What is it here? Do you agree with what the poet says? Do you agree with what the poet says? Yes, we have to agree. What is saying? Talk to your partners and complete the sentences. A house is made up of. How the house is made up of? You read the poem and write down the answer in the textbook itself. Okay, Nana. Next one, it has. What does the house contains? It is containing the windows. Just now we were discussing, no? Those all things are there in the house. What is a home? What is a home? How is a home made up of? Home is made up of all these things plus with loving and caring people living inside it. That is the difference between a home and the house. It has. Who are there in the home? Fathers, mothers, brothers, sisters, and along with the structural form you have to write down. And second question, if we go to the second question, now complete these sentences about your house and home. My house is. How is your house? Here they have discussed us about the bricks, stones, wood, window glass, chimneys, eaves, stucco, all these things they have discussed. In addition to that, for your home, if anything else is added to your home, like nowadays we are having false ceiling in our homes, that is in addition, it is not given here. In addition to that, we will have so many decorative things we will have, isn't it? Cupboards we will have inside our house. Yes, we will have no, in addition to that, what extra things are there in your home, you have to write down here. And what is saying, the best thing about my home is, what is the best thing you found, you feel that is there in your house. This also you have to write here itself. Okay ma, I'll be along with this video, I'll be sending you some questions and also the summary, or summary, just I'll give the question as summary. You have to answer those questions, and once you answer the questions, all the question answers you pull up together, that becomes the summary of the poem. I don't want to trouble you giving more and more homework. Okay dear, the summary you have to write down, and the question answers once you attempt. Simple questions I will give you. After answering the simple questions, you will, all the answers together makes up the summary of the poem. Understood all of you? And one more important thing, what did I say? That you have to make the clipping video of the recitation of this poem and you should send to me. When you should send, I will tell you. I will put it in the document. Okay children, thank you all of you.